What is one behavior that a lot of empaths do to themselves that is highly toxic, highly detrimental to their own well-being, and it's a common occurrence? My name is Vital Germaine. I'm author of the book Pink is the Color of Empathy, life coach specializing in narcissist trauma recovery, empath empowerment, and helping you find your voice so that you may live an authentic, empowered life. What is this one thing that a lot of empaths do to themselves? It's something that I used to do to myself, and I still find myself doing it often. And in this rant edition of the Sigma Empath podcast, I'm just going to talk about this one issue. And let me know if you've done this to yourself. Let me know if you relate. And also let me know what has been the impact of doing that. And here's what we do. This is something that the narcissist does to everybody else, but the empath does it to themselves. What could it be? It took me a while to really think about this, and it was brought to my attention via a meme that I saw on another platform, and I just had to share this. And it's, we gaslight ourselves. Yes, the empath will gaslight themselves. Not just the empath, people do this in general, but the empath in particular does it to themselves. And it's so detrimental, so toxic to our well-being, to our psyche, to our spirit, to our soul. The empath is in great need of calm and peace. We thrive when there is no drama around us, when we feel understood, when we feel safe. And these are all the things, these are all the great values that we give to everybody else. We understand them, we see them, we recognize them, we acknowledge them, we validate them, we make them feel valued. We bring them into existence with our awareness, with our dedication to seeking understanding and seeing them for who they are, and also for who they're not. And it's something that is rarely reciprocated to the empath. And this is the big challenge for the empath, is very few people are able to give what we give them. And so what do we do in sense of gaslighting ourselves? How does that work? Here's what we do. We find validations as to why it's okay that this person is not making us feel safe, is not bringing us the value that we deserve, that is not bringing us the sense of calm. The world out there is insane. It's a really complex world made up of such a diverse group of people, and sometimes it's just a question of being different. And sometimes it's just a question of feeling like a freak, feeling like you don't belong, you don't fit in. And most of the empath relationships tend to simply remind us that we're so different, that we're so hard to be with. Why are you so complicated? Why do you always have to be so deep? Why can't you just take things for what they are on the superficial level? Why do you always have to analyze? Why do you sometimes finish my sentences? You're so judgmental. We get a lot of critique simply because we see. And because we see and we feel and we sense and we know, we're basically constantly holding up a mirror to people. And for them, that's a threat. And so as a result of that, they protect themselves. They don't give us what we need. But because we always want to take the high road, be the better person, we tell ourselves that it's okay for them. Well, they're not as aware as I am. Well, they don't understand. They're not as emotionally intelligent as I am. And I start asking myself, and I started asking myself in the last couple of years, why do I keep validating the deficits that people have? When really what needs to happen is to just simply acknowledge it and say, listen, they are not bringing me the peace and sense of safety that I need, that I deserve, in the same way that I'm bringing it to them. Because most empaths, we give and we give and we give and we nurture and we protect and we make people feel safe. And it's draining on two sides, because we desperately want to receive the same. Can somebody please see me. And it sounds selfish to us. The minute we focus on ourselves, it feels very selfish. And that very sense of guilt can make us validate poor behavior so that we don't feel guilty about ourselves. And it is a form of gaslighting to ourselves. We're pretending, we're faking, we're actually lying to ourselves. We're living in denial. And I know that being regimented in what we deserve and what we feel means for a very lonely existence. But ask yourself this: would you rather live with drama, feeling lonely because you're misunderstood, feeling alone because nobody understands you and you don't fit in anyway, and faking it and pretending, meanwhile the depths of your soul are crying, but superficially you're pretending to fit in? Would you rather play that game with yourself, because you can't actually hide from the depths of your soul? So would you rather pretend constantly and fit in, which is exhausting unto itself, or would you rather face your loneliness and learn to embrace that you are different, but yet you've created a sense of calm, a sense of safety within your loneliness? It's a dilemma. It's a big challenge. Let me know, would you rather feel lonely but safe, or misunderstood but fitting in, faking it? It's exhausting, it's exhausting, it is exhausting. And again, coming full circle, whether you fake it or not, you're still going to feel the same thing. You're going to feel lonely and misunderstood. May as well feel lonely and misunderstood in your solitude, in your isolation, in your separation from society. But please, stop gaslighting yourself as an empath. Once again, in the comments, let me know, is this something that you've experienced? Is it something that you do that you need to work on? Or is it just me? Once again, everybody, thank you for joining me. And by the way, next podcast, I will reveal the name of this character. He needs an identity. In the previous videos, you guys were kind enough to give him a name. If you haven't already given him a name, what would be a good name for this character, my sidekick? I've had some good ones. I will give my top 5 with a countdown and then giving it the official name. Once again, Vital Germaine, life coach, author of the book Pink is the Color of Empathy. If you want to take my online course, you can register at your convenience, take it whenever you want. It is called the Empath Way. Currently level 1 is out. I will do deeper dives in levels 2 and 3, but the level 1 will establish a really solid platform for you to understand and start becoming an empowered empath. Thank you for listening to my rant on the Sigma Empath podcast.